Hey guys, it's Treasure and welcome back to my chest. So I won't go and talk too long about this. I just want to give a little update if you're someone that's on my channel and kind of waits for me to upload and you notice that I didn't upload this week. I don't know if people actually do that, but whatever. Yeah, so as mentioned, I went to a festival this weekend, which was great. I had a lot of fun, but when you go to a EDM festival and you have fun over there, when the festival's done, you are dead. And Monday was supposed to be my little day off where I just laid in bed and recovered. And what happened is when I woke up on Tuesday, I was sick. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I caught. It felt like COVID. I don't think it was COVID, but it felt like it. Throat was hurting. The food I was eating, I could taste it, but like barely, and my nose was stuffed and all that. I did not expect that to happen. And it really frustrated me because, I was kind of on a roll and I wanted to keep that ball going. And I had scheduled my shorts and everything until Tuesday because I thought that on Tuesday I would get back up and work. So if you notice that I are no shorts, no videos, it's because I spent at least like 3 days laying in my bed sick. I've been feeling better yesterday and today, but my sleep schedule was a bit weird because I slept so much. So anyways, I've been kind of trying to recover and wake up a day on a normal hour and get back on my shit. And I'm back now, okay? But I wanted to just address the fact that I didn't post anything because I know that I'm like, yeah, I have subscribers obviously, but since my audience is not big, I don't know if people just are subscribed and are waiting for uploads. You know what I mean? Like I have channels where I'm subscribed and I'm like waiting for that notification, because I want to see the content. So I don't know if people are just, noticing when I don't post and they're just like, where's the treasure video? I don't know. So anyways, this was just a little update for the people that do care or that do that. Anyways, this is not a topic of discussion today. I want to talk about something today that I have been thinking about for a few days, maybe a few weeks, not that long, but I have noticed something about my channel. I noticed something about myself. There are a lot of things that are going through my mind and a lot of like epiphanies. I don't know if that's the word, or just, realizations, the shift. I am kind of feeling it because I told you guys I just felt something about August. Obviously, we're mid-month. So when I said at the beginning of the month something was going to happen in August, people are probably at this point going to be like, girl, you're halfway through the month and not much has happened. Look, I believe in miracles. I believe in the universe. I have like $30 to my name right now, guys. I'm struggling, but I told myself and everybody else that I was going to lock in for August and hope for the fucking best. And if nothing happens, then I will admit defeat in September and start looking at jobs and, go back on the route of having a normal job and doing the content on the side. I have said that I was going to admit to it if I was just delusional, but not delusional that, something actually happens. But anyways, I'm going on too much. I feel like it's hard for me to kind of admit this and just talk about it, but I just think like I should. Okay, so I have noticed that like the more that I do my channel and the more that I'm comfortable in front of the camera, the more that I am stepping into my power and admitting to myself and people around me that I am a YouTuber, despite the fact that I'm not monetized, despite the fact that, to most people, 300 subscribers, like, is a joke. Like, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, I am very grateful for the subscribers that I do have, and I'm really, really happy about it. That's not the issue. But, in society, with where social media is and everything, like 300 subscribers on YouTube is just like, okay, you're just doing this for fun, and it's just that. See, I fucking lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with this. I hate that my brain does that. But anyways, I think I just remembered. But yeah, so I have noticed that because I'm, admitting to myself and others more that I'm a YouTuber despite that fact, because before, like I said, I was shy to do that. I had a hard time, admitting it because of that. And I was getting in my head like, oh, I can't say that because I only have this subscribers, which doesn't, it's stupid. It's dumb. I am starting to kind of promote more in real life, and like people that I'm meeting, and then we end up on the conversation and I talk about it. And I have gotten this question more often where people look at me and they ask me, so what's your channel about? Like, what can I find on your channel? What would be interesting? Like, what is your content? And I noticed that when I look back at my channel and I look at the content that I have, except for 1 or 2 video, my channel can be put in the category of self-help, okay? Most of my videos are me talking about my emotions, me talking about my aspirations, me talking about the lessons that I've learned, and me navigating through all of that. And at the same time, I am talking about these things because for other people out there, like, to help, it's to help myself, because when I make videos, I like repeat things to myself, because technically I'm talking to myself right now, you know what I mean? So it is kind of like talking to myself in a way, but sharing it with other people. So if people resonate, they can get the fucking advice and everything. So yeah, the answer to that question ends up me having like to say that my channel is technically a self-help channel. And then it has gotten me to, think about it and realize that that's not what I want. And I don't know why suddenly I'm getting emotional. What the fuck? I have talked about, like, why the fuck am I getting emotional? I don't fucking know. I have talked about, how I want to inspire, and I want, like, to be able to kind of let people know that it's okay to follow your dreams. It's not embarrassing to try. It's not embarrassing to go after things that seem impossible to other people, because society and, just a lot of things that made us feel that, like, you should just go the normal life route and just deal with it and, just get a job, go and get a degree, get whatever the fuck, and just not give a fuck and, just survive. And that's not what life is about. And I knew when I was very young that I was meant for more. And just me hanging out with a friend the other day just confirmed this to me, because I forgot how, like, delusional I was as a child already. Like, I hung out with a girl that I've known since we were, like, in primary school. It's elementary for Americans. So we were kids. And the other day I was talking about how, like, with my friends that I'm close with, I always talk like, oh, I'm going to be rich. Like, this is just my destiny. I'm going to be rich. So sometimes I talk about how I'm going to bring them on trips. And I talk about, oh, when I'm rich, I'm going to do this for you and all this shit. And one of my friends, the one that I hung out with the other day, she was just like, I know, treasure, like, you've been telling me this since we were kids. I'm just waiting for that moment. And it just made me realize how long I was, like, convinced of all these things, and how delusional I was, and how, like, ambitious I have always been. And I went through shit in my life that like kind of warped my perception of it. And obviously I spent a few years giving up on my dreams and going back to this, okay, well, life is just shit. And that's why I was so, like, I wanted to off myself so much, because I didn't really see the point of life if it was just to survive. I was just like, what the fuck is the point of life if all I have to do is just get a job, get a degree, and, go into a job that, is just there. And it just, I feel like that's why I was so depressed, because when I kind of lost my confidence and lost this, like, delusional, ambitious side of me, I was just like, what is this? Like, why were we put on this earth just to follow this curriculum, going to school, going to college, getting a 9-to-5 corporate job that sucks, working under someone, and then just barely passing by? That's why I was just so meh, fuck this. And I was able to work on myself and finally get my head out of my ass and finally realize that I was the only person that could help myself. I couldn't rely on anybody else. I had to stop being negative. And, I hit rock bottom, and I finally was just like, yo, get up and fix your shit. And I did, and I got better, and I'm still healing. I'm still working on myself. And obviously my channel shows that. It shows that I have been working on myself and, you know, learning lessons, changing my habits, changing how I think, and doing all these things that I thought were impossible. Because let's be real, there are people in my life that don't talk to me anymore or don't really associate with me that much because of the way that I was before, how negative I was. I was, like, honestly, the more I think about how I was before, like, it was icky. Like, people that act the way that I acted 5-10 years ago turn me off, okay? So I get that these people stop talking to me and everything, and I'm pretty sure that if someone would give them my channel and show them the videos that I'm making, they would just be like, what the fuck happened to her? Like, this is not the same person, you know? And I don't even know where I'm trying to go with this, but like I said, this channel looks like it's self-help. But when I made the channel, or rebranded it, okay, because initially, before I stopped making videos, when I was younger and I was, you know, wanted to be a YouTuber, I was acting like the OG YouTubers back in the day. What I wanted to do, I would do it. The videos that I have off my channel, it's like moving into a new apartment, showing the new apartment, having a bunch of weird messages on Meet Me, making a video of me reading those messages. You know, it was just random videos of me doing things that I wanted to do and me showing my personality. But obviously I was way more like performative and everything, so it felt fake and not really me being myself. So eventually I stopped doing that. And I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of getting this sort of like identity crisis with my channel, because I don't, like, yeah, I have dreams and aspirations, but my dreams and aspirations are not to become a self-help guru. I don't want to be known as a self-help guru. I don't want to be like a motivational speaker of that sort or whatever. I wanted to live my truth, be myself, because, you know, I'm a weird kid. I've been a certain way in school that, you know, I was not the reject, but I don't know how to explain. I don't want to feel like a narcissist the way that I'm going to say this, but I feel like in school, I kind of had the main character kind of trope from, like, you know, indie movies and stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, like the weird kid that is not popular, is not a reject, but just people know who that person is and they're just kind of there. And they have these dreams or these things that they want to do and this courage that they want to do and just this different mindset from everybody that people kind of admire but don't outright say it, because everyone is just a normie and that person is just like, okay, does this make sense? Like, I'm not trying to say that I'm the main character, but I'm trying to describe who I kind of was in a way. I really don't know if people are gonna understand what I'm trying to explain about me, you know? Just, I know that I am different and that I've always wanted bigger things, which, you know, is kind of like main characters in movies and stuff like that. The main character in a movie most of the time is that one person that seems like an average person or has like few different quirks and just ends up doing something that not everybody's gonna do because they have the courage or they have the ambition or they have, you know, higher dreams. And I'm realizing that what I want at the core is to be myself, do the things that I love, strive for the things that I want, but as I'm doing that, inspiring the masses and inspiring other people to do the same, whether it's the same hobbies as me or the same things that I like, but in their own lives. Take from what I'm doing and just being like, it's okay to stand out. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to want to do a job or a career or something that is out there and that is not, you know, easy to some. It's okay to want to get out of the fucking norm and want to do something else, you know? Social media right now, like, everyone knows about streamers. Everyone knows about YouTubers, TikTokers. This is normalized now to be a content creator. That's just a normal thing now. But if we're being fucking for real, when you're in your real life and you look at the people around you in your real life, how many people do you have in your life that actually wants to be a content creator and that is actually pursuing that? Not many people. Despite the fact that this shit has been so normalized and has been shown as being this easy thing, I don't know anyone in my life except like my roommate or maybe like one or two other friends that I've had in the past that actually want to do this or that actually want to pursue this, because I have been around people that are normal and that don't even think for a second that something like that is reachable. It's a waste of time in their mind, because they're just like, get a real job. That's more stable. Get this and this and that. They don't have the same mentality. And I've always kind of felt like the black sheep, because I've always been feeling kind of crazy to feel this way because of all the people around me. I don't have that many people around me, or have had many people around me in my life that has felt like this, that have openly had like these dreams that are out there and that they've wanted like bigger things for themselves is just so uncommon. So I've been wanting to inspire and find other people out there that are as delusional as me, or that think the same way, or that want bigger things for themselves, because we exist. And the description on my channel, it's a description that goes and kind of explains how I wanted this to be. I kind of saw my new rebrand of the channel as a documentary style, as a way to start showing who I was again, the same way that I did before, but as who I actually was, the person that I am today, not the girl that I was 10 years ago, actually showing who I am, showing what I love, showing what I want, and showing my journey of me finally getting up and doing and pursuing the things that I've been wanting. And it ended up looking or going into the self-help route, because I started being comfortable with being vulnerable and doing videos about stuff. So I just felt like I kept having to do the same thing. But now I'm noticing that I'm not showing myself. Like, I'm being myself in these videos where I talk about my shit and everything, but I'm not, except like the series for Passion for Fashion, I'm not like pursuing the things that I want to do at the scale that I feel like I should be pursuing them. Like, I'm only showing you guys the lessons and everything, but it's just like, the channel should be this bank of videos of me being myself, me showing you guys the stuff that I like, me just filming shit that I want to film, and really showing what my life is like and what I'm like and what I want to do and where I want to go, and just, really stepping into the power of the person that I am and that I want to be. I don't know if anything that I am saying makes fucking sense or that anyone is going to relate. But, I've said multiple times on the channel that I wanted to be a YouTuber. I've said multiple times on the channel that I wanted to be a streamer. How can I say that I want to be a streamer, but I'm streaming once a fucking month? And being scared to stream because I am telling myself everything that is on my channel looks like self-help. Why would people that subscribe to someone that keeps making these vulnerable videos and these self-help videos want to tune in to a gaming stream that has nothing to do with the content that's already on the channel? And I feel that's why I'm starting to get in my head again, which is ridiculous, because I literally made a video at the beginning of this channel that the niche is yourself, and that you shouldn't, put yourself in a niche, because yourself should be the niche. But that I have put myself in a niche without noticing. I put myself in the self-help niche, and I don't mind being associated with self-help. I don't mind people thinking, oh yeah, she does self-help. But my dream has never been to be a self-help guru. or a motivational speaker or whatever. And it feels like that I'm kind of putting myself in a box right now. And I feel that that's why it has been so hard for me to make content, because, you know, the content that I should be doing and that I should want to do and that I should just like easily do, like it's second nature, I'm not doing, because in my head I'm like, nobody's gonna care, or it has nothing to do with the channel. Maybe I need to make another channel to make that content, but I don't want that, because I don't want my main channel to just be self-help. I want to be a normal YouTuber. How can I get examples of like YouTube, the type of YouTubers that I want to be? Quenlin Blackwell, okay, that is an example. I think Lorraine, just posting videos on their channel, showing their lives, showing the fun that they're having, showing, like, talking about things that they want to talk about, doing things that they want to do. I don't know if these are good examples, but you know, or just like some people are Vanilla Mace, just vlogs, stuff about her life. Then sometimes it's videos of her gaming. This is the type of channel that I envisioned myself to have. This is the type of thing that I was doing back in the day and that I wanted to do. And then I ended up again, putting myself in a box and then feeling stuck and having such a hard time making my content recently and being active, because I'm noticing that in my head, I'm like, oh, I have a list of subjects that I need to talk about, and that's the content that I need to do. And then I'm realizing that, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I like talking to a camera and everything, but it's not like 100% fun, because I'm noticing that all I'm doing is feeling like I need to talk about my lessons and talk about these serious subjects or talk about these things, when initially this channel is supposed to be me. Like me 100%, showing myself, showing what I love, showing what I want to do, you know, and putting everything on this channel and not limiting myself to one thing. And I don't know why I'm so scared of that. And I'm getting in my head, and it's crazy because I'm over here saying, oh, stuff is going to happen in August. But I'm realizing that I don't think anything is going to happen in August if I am still limiting myself. The person that is going to get the blow up or whatever the fuck comes with it, the blessings and everything, is the person that I want to be. And the person I want to be is the girl that is posting whatever the fuck she wants on her channel, and that is streaming whatever the fuck she wants to stream, and is doing whatever the fuck that she wants. And right now I'm not doing that because I'm still limiting myself. I'm limiting myself to doing self-help content and reposting clips of that self-help content. I'm not making normal TikToks like a normal fucking person. I'm not making anything where I'm just showing my personality when I'm feeling kooky or being fun and everything. Like when I'm hanging out with my roommate, I'm saying things and doing things and she keeps laughing, and I'm like, I know that I am, I feel like I'm glazing myself. Like I know that I'm a funny person because I have noticed that like the people that are close to me, sometimes I say or do things that are effortless and they're just laughing and they're just like, you're so fucking funny. And I haven't, you know, been showing as much of that side to the internet as I've been wanting to. And that's what the whole like premise of this should be. It's just me being myself and showing you guys that I'm fucking kooky and I'm a kretz. And not getting in my head about what I can post, I cannot post. I didn't think I was gonna be talking for this much, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to talk about this and kind of put into words and put it out there how I've been feeling about how the channel is going. And I feel like I need to like kind of go through this identity crisis and kind of go through this realization so I can really try to let go. Why am I being so fucking emotional? So I can finally let go and go back to being like, obviously I don't want to be the unhealed version of myself that was toxic back then when I was making videos, but go back to who I was before I was scared of making content. You know, I want to be this person that I am today, but have the energy of the same person that I was before I was scared. Before I was scared of what to put. Before I thought that I had to put content a certain way. Back then, I didn't care. I was sharing the most random ass videos on Facebook. I didn't care about what I was posting on Instagram. I didn't care about what I was posting on YouTube. I didn't care about what I was posting on other apps. I thought something was funny, or I wanted to say something, or there's something that I liked and I was just posting it. My channel back then was a little bit all over the place, but the core thing about it was that I was being myself and that I was showing and talking about things that I liked. And that is the point. And that's what I want. And I've been not getting there because I am thinking that I stopped limiting myself and I'm finally walking into my power. But again, just like I said, if I'm still limiting myself to one niche, despite the fact that that's literally not my dream or my aspiration, then I'm still stuck. I keep thinking that I have closed that door and locked it, and I'm in this new version of myself and I am ready. But again, the real version of me, the higher self, the one that is ready for all this and is actually doing whatever the fuck she wants, is doing whatever the fuck she wants. And I'm not doing whatever the fuck I want right now. I'm not. And I really hope that me talking about this and putting it out there will help me kind of finally get the switch off and have me not give a shit. And finally, you know, stream. If you want to stream, do this and not think like I have to stream a certain thing or be a certain way. Just put myself out there the way that I should be putting myself, the way that I was putting myself, again, before, you know, this warped and perception of social media made me feel like I couldn't just do what I wanted on my channel. Because I've seen people that have grown channel the exact way that I want to grow mine, and I have to stop. I have to stop. So anyways, this is my little conversation thing. I guess it's also like, if you watch the whole video, hi, this is kind of a warning maybe to people that have subscribed to my channel. If they have subscribed to my channel thinking that I'm a self-help guru and that's all I'm gonna do, I'm not going to limit myself anymore. And if you came here and you wanted only self-help, I'm sorry, but I can't limit myself anymore. I can't do that because I'm happy with the channel. I love making videos and everything, but going down that route is not what I want and is not what I want to be, okay? I have multiple aspirations. I want to be a content creator. I want to be myself and radiate. Oh my fucking God, there is a spider. I am so fucking... This distracted the shit out of me. I can't fucking... Okay. I lost my train of thought because of that. I'm just gonna have to kill it because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to focus. Okay, so I'm fucking sorry. Oh my God. Shit, now I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, it was kind of a warning to let you guys know that if you were here just for the self-help content, this is not going to be a self-help channel anymore. Because if I want, you know, how can I say it in English? I want this to unblock. I'm going to have to step into the power of the person that I want to be and the kind of content that I want to make. And I have to stop limiting myself. I feel like I'm repeating myself multiple times, but I just hope that my point will come across and you guys will understand what I mean. And I really, really, really hope that after this video, after thinking about these things and putting it into words, I'm really going to be able to just let it go and finally just do whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, I hope this made all sense. I'm not gonna keep talking because clearly I'm all over the place, and I really love you guys. I love everyone that subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate if you are in the channel and you subscribe for anything else in self-help, and you subscribe because you liked me. I fucking love you and thank you. And if you guys stay for the ride despite things kind of changing a little bit, I really appreciate you guys, and I love you so much, and thank you so much for the support. And yeah, I'm gonna go now before I cry more, and like, I'm not sure if the spider is actually dead, and bye.